Hold on, I'm going to clean my camera real quick. See if a bit better. Welcome. Happy full moon, everybody. Full moon in Leo. I'm pulling up my chart here so I have it to refer to. We're going to talk a little bit about the astrology here. We're going to read into the energy, of course, and pull some cards. Very exciting full moon, squaring Uranus. So we have all of that Uranian jazz going on, all of that unexpected, chaotic energy. Lots of really, really good stuff to go over today. Hello, Plune. Hello, Annika. Welcome. Annika says, welcome to the dark side of the moon. Yes, yes, welcome indeed. We're going to wait a few minutes here for some people to get on. How's everybody doing? How are we feeling this energy? Hello, Rick from the Netherlands. So happy to have you here with us, brother. I love seeing people from all the different places in the world. It's so beautiful how we're all able to connect here together. It's a beautiful sunny day here, which is perfect with that Leo energy. It is, of course, very cold. However, we're not going to hold that against the day, right? Just give me a minute to tap back in here. I just ate some lunch really quickly before the live stream. How is it? How is it in the Netherlands right now? Oh, Michael, welcome, welcome. I put my hair up. Great to have you with us. So happy that you could join us. And anybody too who's watching this on the replay, let me know, is this like a good time for you? Would there be, I want to make sure, I don't want there to be like a large percentage of our tribe who's not able to make these live streams. I feel like it's a pretty good time. I really like doing the live streams at this time, but everybody let me know. Yes, very cold, right? Chaos in the Netherlands. Interesting. Interesting. Chaos how? What's going on over there? Are we talking weather-wise, or are we talking as far as what's actually going on within the country, politically, energetically? I think it's interesting when we're able to connect and sort of share about different things that are happening, because we don't always know what's happening in other parts of the world, right? Like all of our news is biased. We do have a different social media where we can exchange more information with each other these days, but it's interesting to know. So it's politically crazy out in the Netherlands too, huh? Is there a lot of uprisings going on there as well, as there is here in the US? Hello, Plune. Yeah, we've been getting crazy snow here. It really feels like a purification, though, in a sense. Just like this huge blanket of white. Everything's quiet. Everything's cold. Everything's white. There's a certain vibe to it that I'm kind of into, honestly. I'm not into the cold so much, but there does feel, because snow is cleansing, just like rain is cleansing. When we have this, weather, sorry guys, coming through the snow, the rain, there is a cleansing and a clearing of the land that's occurring, and you can actually tap into the energy of the snow or the rain and ask it to cleanse your land, ask it to cleanse your space and clear your space, and work with the elements in that way. Yeah, the snow just told me that I need to be more conscious with that, with the next storm. We're clearing from within, absolutely. Hello, Hawk Himanshu. Great to see you. Yeah, the EU is fucked, Michael says. Yeah. Believable. Yep. Bye. Saying so working with the elements, working with the weather there, like working with that energy of cleansing and clearing. We're gonna have a lot more snow, at least where I'm located in the US. It looks like February is just like dumping it on us. So I'm trying to find the silver lining there, or the yeah, we can go with silver, right? Snow, white, silvery. Snow day for Tara. All right. Hello, James. Raining in SoCal. All right. Yep. That's good, right? You guys are getting some rain. One thing, speaking of silver linings, like it was reminded to me that people with wells benefit from the snow. So see, it's all about how can we flip this around? How can we find the positive in this? This is what we need to get better and better at as we continue moving forward. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of craziness going on internally, in the external world, in all of our lives right now. This full moon, as we're going to get into, there's a lot of unpredictability and chaos about the moon, and what we're seeing going on in the world as a result of that as well. So it's really just about focusing on what we can control, which is our own little slice of reality, right? And understanding and finding that gratitude for everything. Because remember, acceptance is the energy of alchemy. As long as we're fighting against our reality, we can never shift it. And so for me, like everything that's been irritating me about my current reality, right? Because and I think a lot of others, right? Because we're all connected, we're all in the same wavelength. And in this kind of lag time, this kind of in-between time, where the internal is shifting, but the external hasn't quite shifted to match yet. And so it's a really weird kind of limbo stage to be in. And so one of the things that we can do that actually slows down the aligning of our reality, the shifting of that physical reality, is to get frustrated with our current reality, right? So instead, I've been defaulting back to I chose it and I love it. Sometimes I have to say that to myself a million times a day. Like if I'm at an old job that doesn't fully resonate with me anymore, I chose it and I love it. I chose it and I love it. I chose it and I love it. So I've been allowing that to be my mantra lately. And that might be helpful for other people as well. This full moon is bringing up those areas of discomfort where it is that our manifested reality, our choices, the energies around us are not jiving with our own personal truth. And we're going to be pushed to move. We're going to be pushed to make the changes. And yes, I do card readings. Once we start talking about the moon, we're going to get into the cards as well. Hawk, one of my favorite animals, by the way. And the moon is beautiful, right? Actually, I'm pretty sure I saw a bald eagle finally. I'm really excited. I've been working on manifesting a bald eagle around my house. And my partner's seen one a bunch of times since I started working on this. I hadn't seen him yet. There was one time where I thought I saw him, but it was so quick that I wasn't sure. This time it was one of those times where I could feel him, but I couldn't. He wasn't close enough for me to like 100% be able to say like that was a bald eagle. I felt his energy and his essence, and he had a huge wingspan. And I saw him soaring sort of to the side of our property up in the sky. So, yeah, pretty excited about that. But all the birds of prey, owls, hawks, eagles, they're very near and dear to my heart. I've never been to India. No, that is still on my list of places to visit. An eagle with no hair? What do you mean, Ploon? What do you mean by an eagle with no hair? Hello, Tommy from Slovakia. I love it. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate you stopping in and saying hello. Isn't that kind? I love that. You know what I mean? This is the energy. This is the shift right here, where we have people dropping in to hit the like button to spread some love instead of dropping in to criticize, or you know what I mean? It's like, thank you for that. That's really beautiful. We could all use a little bit more of that in the world. I do that all the time when I'm on social media waiting for things to upload or whatever I'm doing, and I'm kind of scrolling through. Like, I like everybody's stuff. You know, I stay long enough to register the algorithm, maybe drop a comment, show some love. It's just supporting each other, right? Because we're all out here spreading and sharing a message, right? We're all being the light in our own little corner of the world. and working to inspire other people to do the same. It's a beautiful thing when we can connect in that and we can support each other in that. I love that. Hello, Christy. Welcome. All right, you guys, do you want to talk about this full moon a little bit? We have the full moon occurring at 24 degrees of Leo, opposing, of course, the sun at 24 degrees of Aquarius. And we have Mercury at 26 degrees of Aquarius. So 2 degrees apart. This is a pretty close conjunction. Excuse me. With the sun and Mercury here, which is funny because Mercury represents communication, right? So it's funny that I got that tickle in my throat as soon as I started talking about Mercury, the planet of speech and communication, as well as the mind. So there's a lot of strong communicative energy here. There's a lot of strong energy just within the mental body, within the mental space. That's very highlighted. I was actually seeing this when I was talking about the energy of the full moon. I was doing a little clip for TikTok earlier, and I was seeing like these light codes coming through to Mercury from the sun, and sort of them like exchanging this information in the form of these light codes. So there's a lot of activations going on within our mental body, within our consciousness and awareness, as the sun is interacting here with Mercury. There's something that's being carried through. Mercury is the messenger. Mercury is also known as the one who can travel between the worlds, in sense of travel down to the underworld and bring that wisdom, bring that information back up again. So there's something here. We're diving deep. There's something being brought into our consciousness from the underworld of our being. I was feeling this very strongly as part of the energy of this full moon. Something that really emphasizes this is the fact that Pluto is now at 2 degrees of Aquarius, which puts it in an exact square to the Shapley attractor at 2 degrees of Scorpio. The Shapley attractor, for those who don't know, is the most powerful point in space. This is what some consider to be the God point within the galaxy, the known universe. This is a massive black hole. This is the black hole around which all other objects in known space gravitate around. It is a point. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. There's a Plutonic energy to it. It's a very powerful energy of secrets, revealing secrets. This is where true intentions are revealed and where the truth comes out. So around this time of this full moon, and around all the time that Pluto, not just, I mean, this is the exactness. So this, along with the fact that we have Uranus squaring this full moon, definitely speaks to revelations coming out around this time. But really the whole time Pluto's in these first few degrees of I almost said Scorpio, of Aquarius, we're going to be feeling this energy because it's going to be squaring the Shapley attractor. So this is like the next couple of years that we have going on here with this energy. Really, like, definitely through into 2027. So what have we seen? What have we noticed going on? What secrets have we noticed being revealed? This is secrets within our own being. This is also secrets within universal secrets, anything that's been attempted to remain hidden. A lot of that's coming to view. And I think it's really fascinating. I shared this in the community tab. It was a clip from the new task force that Trump just created. And I forget the name of it. You have to go watch the clip. But essentially, their entire purpose is to reveal the secrets that the government's been hiding. So they're going to be looking into 9/11. They're going to be looking into the pandemic. They're going to be looking into UFOs and unidentified objects, both in the air and also in the ocean, because there's actually a lot of unidentified objects underneath the water that they don't talk about a lot, that like we have no idea what they are. We know that they're extraterrestrial in nature as well, because there's portals underneath the ocean as well. Portals aren't just in the sky and on the land, they are in the water too. So looking into all of that stuff, as well as looking into Martin Luther King Jr. assassination, looking into JFK, RFK, all right, all of this stuff. There's a whole task force dedicated to revealing to the public all of this information, uncovering this information and revealing it to the public. So I thought it was really fascinating that that was established right around this full moon. And when Pluto hit that 2 degree of Aquarius point in that exact square to the Shapley attractor. Like, you can't make this up. Astrology is, I mean, We can look to the stars for essentially everything. So I don't know. I thought that was really, really cool. And I just wanted to kind of throw that out there as an example of like what's going on in the world. You know, we had before the injunction to stop it, we had the DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, uncovering all of this money laundering, beginning to uncover where all of these funds, all of this taxpayer money was being funneled into all of these crazy projects, and also where it was just being funneled to unnamed accounts and unnamed individuals. So, and then that got shut down for the time being, but those secrets are coming out too. And I know sometimes people hate it when I talk about politics on here, but this is what's happening within our world, right? We can't not talk about what's happening because this is all part of the awakening. This is all part of what's going on this planet. You know what I mean? This is where we're seeing the astrology come to life, where we're seeing the ascension energies come to life. All right. So secrets being exposed. Everything is coming out. All the dirty secrets, everything, all the deeds done under the cover of darkness. That is the Shapley attractor. That is for sure Pluto squaring the Shapley attractor. And where are we talking about? I just want to take a minute to hop back into the chat here. Thank you, Hawk. Thank you. You know, I'm still learning, as we all are. Hello, Thatch Palm. I hope I said that right. Let's see. I love that some of you are able to actually look at the full moon while we're doing this live stream and while we're talking about the moon. You know what I mean? Hello, political knowledge. I am 38 years old. For those who are curious, I think we should all be proud of our years on this planet. You know, especially as divine feminines, you know, where for so long there's this weird shame and this whole ageism. That's something that I'm working to. I mean, we're reversing that whole process, right? This whole mentality around that. I know a lot of people don't like to state their age, especially as women, because like we're taught to fear growing older. And we're taught that if we're over 25, we're essentially over and done with, right? Over the hill. But that's just simply not the case. You know what I mean? It's great to see you, Infinity. Great to have you here as well. Getting back from the gym. I love that. It's so important to take care of our bodies. That's been a big priority of mine recently. Getting the body moving, getting more fit, nurturing. And you said, why does it take too much time to create a major change from the perspective of energies? So the reason for that is that we have been operating within the third dimension. This is the densest form of existence. All right. It is the energy, it moves slowly within the third dimension. We've also been taught how to work with energy or how to create change in this dimension. Like what we've been taught is a falsehood, essentially. The way that we've been programmed to create change, to manifest, to work with energy is by, first of all, not even believing that it's energy. See me here. Yeah, so we've been taught to only believe in what we can see and feel. And that all change is from the effort exerted in the physical world. And we've been taught to operate from a completely mental space, from a linear mental sort of framework. So we're already at a disadvantage. So we have to unlearn all of that programming that tells us that we manifest and create simply on a physical level. And we have to begin to understand once again that everything is energy. That just because what we see physically is vibrating more slowly, it is denser, we can see it, we can touch it, we can taste it. That doesn't make the things that we can't see, touch, or taste any less real. And we start learning how to become attuned to those things, how to open up all of the senses that are essentially gate kept. Awareness of energy, which is a totally different ballgame. When we start doing that, manifestation starts to happen much more quickly. And as these energies on the planet continue to increase, As our own vibration continues to increase and we release all of this indoctrination, the manifestations start happening more and more quickly. So we're going to continue to see that as we move along. I hope you guys were able to hear that. My screen was going in and out, so I'm not sure if you guys could see me or not. Hello, Alex. Let's be loving to each other in the chat, please. All right. Yeah, I glitched a little bit. Well, we're talking about hacking the matrix, right? So, of course, I was glitching a little bit. Learning how to manifest outside of three-dimensional reality. Good. I'm glad that people could at least see. I was like going in and out. My whole screen was going black. So I wasn't sure, but I was like, we're just going to keep going with this. So anyway, that would be the answer to why it is that it seems like energy, it takes so long for things to change in the outer reality. Hopefully that was a decent explanation there. Hello, True Patch or Truck Patch. All right. Hello, Tara, by the way, and hello, Dee. I don't think I said hello to you yet. All right, so going back to this energy here, we talked a little bit about the Shapley and that energy, the secrets being revealed. This energy with Uranus here, right? We talked about the activations, the mental activations with the Sun conjunct Mercury. We kind of glossed over how powerful our mind. So it's literally like our consciousness is being reprogrammed right now. It's being rewired. So working with that is going to be really powerful. Working with visualizations, working with affirmations, working with this energy of noticing the self-talk and correcting that right away when it's not in alignment with where we're trying to go. And utilizing our voice in the scenarios where we are being called to do so. The Leo energy is all about expression. It is the energy that rules the fifth house. Leo's ruled by the sun. Leo is the energy. This is where we shine and how we shine. So this full moon is really asking each and every single one of us to determine, how is it that I individually shine? How am I ready to shine? How am I ready with this Leo energy to lead? Because it is very much about leadership. And it's all about heart. So anytime we're working with Leo energy, we're working with the energy of the heart chakra. We're working with the inner child. We're working with the energy of play. There was a really beautiful reading that I did earlier. I uploaded it to the Minis channel if you guys haven't followed that yet. It's essentially mostly reposting of stuff that I do for TikTok, but there's some really great little mini readings. I started it just for people who don't go on TikTok so they can receive some of those messages too, because there's some really good stuff that comes through sometimes. And the message that came through with Spirit was essentially saying, our only job right now is to play. That's it. Just to play. You play, Spirit said, and I'll take care of the rest. I'll arrange all of the possibilities, all of the opportunities. Just get into the energy, play, daydream. I was being shown how our daydreams are literally us reaching into different timelines and different dimensions to extract information, to extract inspiration, to connect and to kind of feel out different options of our reality and what it is that we want to create. So it's a really powerful process when we're daydreaming. We talked about in the last live stream how that is literally activating and using our third eye. When we daydream, that energy of imagination, Spirit saying, play in the imagination, enjoy the vibe of it, get into the energy, and let me do everything else. That's all you have to do. I'll arrange everything else. It's like Spirit really wanted us to understand the infinite number of possibilities and the infinite number of ways that the things that we desire within our heart of hearts can manifest if we get out of the way. So that was a really beautiful message. And I think that is in alignment with this full moon in Leo. Letting yourself shine, letting yourself be heard, letting yourself dream the big impossible dream, and knowing and remembering that all possibilities are in fact possible. We have Uranus here. So Uranus is bringing through those, that's that tower energy. I just did the reading, right? The tower. That's that energy there. That's that Uranian energy coming in. It's bringing through the unexpected. It's switching things up. It's showing us where it is that we are desiring to switch something up. So like we're going to be feeling that wherever it is that we're being asked to step outside of that comfort zone, if we're resisting that, we're going to feel that discomfort around this time. Spirit's saying this is a really beautiful time to release that resistance. Full moons are a big time of releasing. They are a time for letting go. So it's with this Leo energy, we're releasing these energies of not feeling good enough, these energies of this fear of being seen, this fear of shining our light, right? We're releasing, it's like that fear of criticism. And with Leo energy, a lot of it also has to do with this criticism of like people criticizing you for saying that you're too confident, saying that you're too much, right? That's a criticism that can come with Leo energy, right? Like you guys see, you can see on here right now in the chat, Annika's doing a really great job of staying on top of the chat, right? But when you put yourself out there, people feel like they can say whatever they want to you, right? They feel like they can disrespect you. And a lot of people let that fear of these people that they don't even know, whose opinions don't even matter, half of whom aren't even real, like half of these people are bots, you know what I mean? They let that cause them to be afraid to put themselves out there. What is fear? False expectations appearing real. So it's like this full moon is really asking us to have the courage to reveal ourselves, to share what's within our heart with another human being. And a lot of people on here, like I said, I say all the time, you guys are the way showers, right? You are those who are here to help create those new templates for reality. So a lot of you are meant to shine. You are meant to share your voices as well. And sometimes all we need is a little nudge, a little permission slip, even though we don't need permission from somebody else who's done it. Yeah. This is called I think it's the snow moon is what this particular moon is called. Yeah, Annika confirmed. Yeah, it's a snow moon, which is definitely accurate for what we've got going on here right now. We got Mars at 7 degrees of Cancer during this full moon as well. This is Mars's final degree of Cancer here, as far as his retrograde goes. So Mars is going to be hanging out here at 17 degrees of Cancer until the 23rd, when he's going to then begin slowly moving direct again. So this is powerful. Mars really stationed here, holding his ground. And Mars is actually in a quintile to the sun as I'm looking at this chart right now, or a biquintile. I'm not sure which symbol is which, honestly. Hold on, I need to plug in my computer. But they essentially mean the same thing. These are just minor aspects within a chart. And they speak to gifts and abilities, natural gifts and abilities, artistic gifts a lot of times. So there's a beautiful opportunity here with this Sun and Mercury energy to express something within your emotional body, to create something beautiful through this cathartic process. So this is the process of alchemy, right? Where we're transmuting our pain. We're transmuting these heavier energies. Mars in Cancer has been feeling a lot of emotion. He's really been put through the ringer. This is our masculine energy. Understanding how to work more with its feminine side, with this Cancer energy. And as Mars continues to move forward again, Mars is going to go back into Leo. That's where this retrograde began. So that was all about these energies that we've been talking about with this Leo full moon. That courage, that confidence, that ability to be seen, the courage to be seen, to let ourselves shine. A lot of people within the spiritual community have this fear of shining their full light because we don't want to make other people feel less than. or we've been taught that we're supposed to dim ourselves down, that we're too bright. It's like that energy of being too much keeps coming out. If anybody in your life has ever told you that you were too much, I want you to know that you are exactly enough. You are more than enough. You are perfect just as you are. Just because you were too much for them doesn't mean that you are too much. You are just right for all the people that you are meant to connect with. You are just right for all the rooms that you are meant to enter. You are just right for all the connections, all the opportunities that you were meant to embrace. And anybody who doesn't see that or recognize that, it's like, what is that old phrase when they talk about not being everybody's cup of tea? How boring would we be? We would be like the blandest bowl of rice that had ever existed, right? If we were everybody's flavor. There's no way to be everybody's flavor, all right? Because some people don't like bland. I don't like bland. Probably a bunch of you don't either. You know what I mean? If I were to hazard a guess. So there's no way to do that. This is the energy of this full moon is saying, like, stop trying to be everybody's cup of tea. Be a cup of black coffee if that's what you are. Be a cup of mushroom coffee. Be tea if you are tea, but be your own unique blend. And don't worry so much about whether other people are going to like you. Know that you are going to be exactly the right taste for exactly this. I was about to say exactly who's meant to taste you. You guys know what I mean, right? You're following along here. Juan says, we'll all make a big pot of gumbo. There we go. I love that. Because gumbo is where you combine a whole bunch of different things, right? Yeah. Of course you do. A lot of us do. I don't know. I've probably been told that I was too much before. I mean, a lot of the people that I've spent my time around most of my life like too much, too much. There's never enough for the types of people that I spent most of my life around. So I've heard that in some places, like jobs and things like that. I guess I have. Yeah. But we don't worry about that. We don't worry about that. Hello, Carl. Welcome. Hello, James. Do I know Rudolf Steiner? I know the name. Is there something you want to share about Rudolf Steiner?